Hello everyone, we are back with Glenn Velvet Reviews today, and I got a new item we're going to test out over here. If you saw, I'm working on a project with the TV over here, trying to clean it up, make it look nice, make it look like something that you could do as a surprise for your significant other. While they're away or whatever the case may be, you can clean it up and make it look really nice. Because how many times have people been saying, oh man, look at the mess of wires under the TV, right? Or whatever, there's wires. So that's why this project was kind of cool, and we got some stuff to review to show you how to do the project. And I think it came out awesome. Next, we're gonna repaint and do more. But for now, I think this thing came out awesome. But the next step to the project of cleaning this up and getting out what we had before is I got the sound bar brackets. These were on clearance for $11, all right, or $11.99 or something like that. The other ones were $20, $25. They were all different, prices around there. Some of them were adjustable. On the more expensive ones, it was adjustable. I don't think I needed all that. I don't think I needed it. I'm not sure. They looked really fancy. Maybe for certain sound bars, if you have a Bose sound bar, like the older versions or older sound bars, I guess, maybe all older sound bars, they weren't made to be mounted to the wall, all right? So though, if you have any of those older sound bars, you're gonna want the the sound bar bracket. You're gonna want the one that has the L brackets on the bottom. This way you can just hold your sound bar right on the bottom of the TV. You know what I mean? It'll sit on there if you can't. But mine has the screws, so I'm gonna be fine. But this was the cheaper one. I'm always about cost efficiency, and this seemed like it was the most cost efficient option, for all of us to get this project done. All right, is as so right there. That is what the box looks like. There's nothing else on the box, not important. Then these are the instructions. All right, so these are the instructions. Just in case you lose yours, you can come back to the video, give that a pause, because I always lose mine, and that's kind of what happens with me. I could tell you that. I'm always losing stuff. Okay, done. Now, I mean, it should be self-explanatory. They're brackets that mount, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be too crazy, but we got these two right here. Then we got the long ones, obviously right here. Now everybody's TV is going to be different, okay? I always like to put my measuring instruments in the front of the, in my videos, so you guys can have a scale of what kind of size, we're dealing with here, with these brackets, All right, so they give you a bunch of screws, just like every single electronic thing that you buy, really, okay? Anything you have to buy to do with brackets, TVs, monitors, all right? They come with this big pack, and there's a bunch of screws in here, and you just gotta hope that, well, majority of the time, this will work for you. I'm always working on projects, so then I always have to go over and get different stuff of this. But let's see what's gonna go on here. Let's see what fits. So I'm planning to use this for the Roku sound bar, okay, guys? All right, the size on the Roku bar, if you're using Roku, is going to be the M8 screw, which is 8mm. For the depth, this looks like it's only 3/4 inch. You can't go too deep, you know what I mean? You can only go a certain amount of depth, so I wouldn't go over that anyway. All right, guys, you can put this in multiple positions. This is made for a bunch of different sound bars. I'm just going to show you real quick. That has the square right there. These are called the carriage bolts, the ones that have the squares in them or whatever, or whatever, I don't know, whatever you guys call them these days. But that goes in like that, so the square goes in there. This way, it's like a helping hand. It's a, second hand or whatever. And then this is gonna go like this, see? And now you have an extension. You could put those nuts on. They give you the nuts right here, and you just would put those nuts on, okay, like that, see? And then that would be on there like that. And that's just for the extension. But if you're gonna put it on back of the TV and you need it to have like a curl on it, all you do is take out that top screw right there. You can bend it to which one, see? And then that hole comes into play. Pop in your screw. When you hang this on the back of the TV, it'll have this just in case you have to go smaller, than normal, okay? We're gonna install this on the TV together. Everybody's TV is gonna be different. That's why I was just showing you real quick the, you know, how this is going to be adjustable, so you know. So like I said, I have I have a Samsung TV. Mine's going to be a tiny bit different. All right, it looks like I am not going to be using those other brackets, the ones that were attached to it. I'm just going to go like a V shape. That's what I'm going to do, guys, on the back. And the reason I'm going to do it that way is because then only the speaker will show. I was thinking about coming down and doing the bracket, but if I do that, you're going to have the speaker, and then you're going to have the brackets on the side showing. I don't want brackets on the side showing. I just want to have the speaker and like nothing else around that area, just the speaker. So if I go like this, and I put, and I go like this, and I put it up here, this is going to stick up high, but the speaker is going to go down here. It's going to look like really nice, okay? All right, so they're all the same, you know, you're going to get the same size, that M8, okay? This pretty much wants me to pull it off and then slip it behind there. All right, so I'm going to lift mine out, slide mine in like so. I'm using the longest screw that came with it with the 2 washers. Remember, everybody's going to be different because of your TV or your situation. I'm just showing you what I had to do, so maybe you're going to have to do something similar. The ones that were before this were too short, and now this is too long, and you don't want to break your TV. So I put these 2, looks like probably a 1/2 inch together, 2 1/4 inch, and then that's going to go in and hold this bracket onto, you know, the TV. All right. All right, so I put in those spacers. I put it in like that. Now let's put my sound bar up here and see what's up. Now there was no washers inside of that container. Okay, just to let you know, for the you know, for the sound bar over here, if you guys can see what's going on. All right, so before you go tightening up everything, make sure you center it, okay? This is all gonna move until you tighten it up, you know, nice and tight. Luckily, I have a center screw right here, so I'm gonna match that up with the center of this, and then I'm gonna be good just like that, and now I'm gonna start tightening all this stuff up, all right? And just hold it while you're tightening it, make sure you're not, you know, moving stuff, because you don't want that. All right, so that feels nice and tight. This, I'm still in the center. Now I'm going to tighten up these. Like I said, there was no washers. I wish there was washers on here, but there's not. You know, I wish they came with washers inside that packaging. I'm a washers fan. You don't need it. This will be fine. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to be pumping out all this bass and wattage out of this and have all this vibration. You're not going to be, you know, busting moves here. But all right, that's it. That's the installation. Look, I think that's pretty good. I think it's easy. It's still going to hold on right here, guys, nice and tight. I use those spacers. It looks really nice and clean from the back, comes down. If you have the bigger one, you're going to come down this way, and you're going to use all those other mumbo jumbos. Or if you have a bigger TV, if you have a 75, this is what, a 65? If you have a 75, 85, 100 inch, then you're going to be doing different things over here. All right, but that's the final product. I'm pretty impressed, guys. I think it looks really good. I think it looks hot. I think it's going to look really good. It's going to look nice and clean. You know, I'm happy about the whole outcome of how nice this is going to be. And like I said, guys, I love doing projects while your significant other or family members go on vacation, right? They go away for a couple of days, and then I hit this out, and then they come home and they got this beautiful thing going on here. So this is something you could do to, you know, to show that person in your life they're special or whatever. Me, every like couple of weeks I'm doing something custom, you know, around for everybody, either in the rental properties or at people's houses. I'm just always doing stuff, but that's just how I am and how I roll. But like I said, this will be cool, guys. Good projects if you guys want to work while your your significant other is gone for the weekend, and a nice surprise of this, or whatever. Even the vacuum system I installed, that would be a great surprise for somebody to come home to. I mean, I think it's good. I think it's gonna hold. It feels sturdy enough for a sound bar. You know what I mean? Look at this. See, I'm like, you know what I mean? That's good for a sound bar. You're not gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? There's no woofers in there that are really gonna be pumping. I made sure these were tight, like I said. Make sure those are really tight, because you had to loosen those, and you want to have all 4 of those on a big TV. You're gonna have all 4 no matter what, just for safety of everybody in your house. All right, everyone. That's it for Glenn Velvet reviews on an installation of that bracket, what you can expect it to look like, how clean it looks. Honestly, I think it looks hot. I think it looks really nice. This, like I said, this will be something really cool to surprise someone when they come home from the weekend or a long time away or whatever. A nice little surprise that doesn't cost that much. You know what I mean? I did this all myself, and this was under $200 for every single thing over here. This was under $200 to run the wire, to do all this. If you really hired a professional and did everything, this would be $1,000 probably to hire someone at the rate that everyone charges these days, hundreds of dollars an hour to do stuff. Is pretty much all that together, you would be blowing around $1,000 for someone to do this kind of work, where you just did it for $200 or less. It was awesome, and you're gonna make someone really happy that they don't have to look at all that ugliness around. All right, but that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I would love to know. Also, subscribe to my channel. Join me on my review adventures as I try to put up stuff to help out the community, just like I get help from the community, right? And if you can, unless you dislike me for any reason, you could support the channel by clicking on the affiliate links below. Somehow, some way, times a million, it equals up into something. But from what I saw, there are other ways to support the channel on YouTube, which is really cool. And if you do decide to support the channel, please make sure you check back to the channel, see that I'm putting that support back into it, getting more stuff to review, doing updates on the stuff I am reviewing when it breaks and stuff, and also helping out my subscribers with any questions that they have on the products that I am reviewing. All right, so everybody enjoy, be safe. Glenn Velvet Reviews is out.